I don't get invited to a lot of parties, but when I get invited to parties, if somebody says, what do you do for a living? And I say, I'm a divorce lawyer.
Yeah.
And they go, oh my God, you must have stories. That's the way everybody says, oh my God, you must have so many stories. And if I said, yeah, there was this couple and they, slowly grew apart and then they decided that it would be good for them to end their relationship as a married couple, but they wanted to continue to have an amicable co-parenting relationship. So they divided their assets and then they figured out a good parenting access schedule that made sure that they both had both leisure time and responsibilities with the children. People would be like, that's the worst fucking story out. That's so boring.
Yeah.
So what they really want is and then he was sleeping with the nanny and then she caught him. So the truth is, people want to hear about those flameouts. And by the way, those are super interesting as a lawyer. It's super interesting.
It's usually going to be, infidelity? You do have a chapter called Everybody Fucks the Nanny.
Everybody's fucking the nanny. There's a nanny fascination out there. I try to explain it in the book. But yeah, I've had some great nanny stories. People run off with the nanny. People end up getting married to the nanny. I had one where he convinced her that they should have a threesome with the nanny. They got the nanny drunk. They had a bunch of threesomes with the nanny. And then the nanny and the wife paired up and left him.
Oh, nice.
And they're still quite happy.
That seems like a happy ending to the whole
For
thing.
everyone but him. But it was his idea.
Well, he's really going to have a nanny fascination now.
Now he's got to see the nanny who's now the step parent to the kids. And it was his bright idea of let's have a threesome with the nanny. The nanny thing I think is a function of, in many circumstances, is the characteristics of the wife that he remembers fondly and that have been extinguished by the presence of children. So my words of wisdom is not don't get a nanny or make sure you get an ugly nanny. My thought on it is that a woman should remember, even when she's a mother, that she's also a woman who a man, they fell in love with each other. And she should take time to be in touch with the part of herself that is an independent woman, that's interesting and interested. And, there's a lot to be learned from divorced couples because, divorced couples, if you do it right, it's awesome. Mm-hmm. I had a wonderful experience parenting and being divorced because I divorced when my kids were quite young. My co-parent, my ex-wife is awesome. She's a great mom, nice person. We're good friends. And it was great. I had half the time I had my kids and I could focus on them. And the other half of the time they were with the other person who loves them as much as I do. And I didn't have any of the responsibilities of kids. And I could just have all of the wonderful fun that you can have when you don't have, the responsibilities that come with full-time caring for children.